Today with Trevor, we are talking about my budget Stanley cook set for two, which really it's only for one, but surprisingly versatile. Check it out. This Stanley cook set, stainless steel, I ended up picking it up at Walmart at the end of the year, had a 50% off sale, and I thought, what a great idea. I need something small, I need something stainless steel that I can cook in, that I can throw in a backpack, and it won't take up much space for when I go out on my own. What we've got here is a 20-ounce cook set, and it's surprisingly versatile for a couple of reasons. I've messed with mine just a little bit, and let me show you what I've come up with. It's got the handle that once you flip it down, it actually will stay down, so you don't have to worry about it flipping up because this little thing will go down and keep it from being squeezed in. So you can't squeeze it in and take it off. In order to open it up, you must push that thing up, then squeeze together and put it back up. When it's like this, it actually has kind of a positive locking feature that keeps the top on and keeps the stuff inside that you want inside. I really appreciate that. Stanley put some thought into this, and you can tell it wasn't their first time around in camping gear. Even though Stanley may not be known for its high quality camping gear or the stuff you might find at REI, this is a surprisingly useful little set. Inside of here are two cups, my fuel source, and my stove. When that lid is closed, I don't have to worry about stuff falling out if for some reason I grab it out of my backpack and pull it out the wrong way. That's really nice. We've got the lid. The lid has some steam vents cut into it, which I really like. It's also got this plastic tabber thingamawhatsit. And what's really nice about that is it allows you to take the lid off without burning your little finger digits. I don't like burning my fingers. Inside of this is why I said it's surprisingly versatile. Inside, I've been able to hide my heat, which is how I boil water with my alcohol stove. It's just a simple alcohol stove called a Fancy Feast stove, which you can find online, or you can just make one yourself. There's also two plastic cups, which are actually surprisingly durable. Because they're plastic, you can put hot liquids in these and they stay warm for a longer period of time. Also, you don't burn your lip on the edge and you don't burn your fingers with the boiling hot water that's inside. I actually really like these. Also inside here, I have got my windscreen. Windscreen's important when you're cooking with an alcohol stove. I'll explain that in a little bit. And last but not least is my vapor barrier. This goes down on the forest floor. All it does is reflect some of the heat back up and also provides a little more sturdy platform for my alcohol stove to sit upon. So that goes down like that. Alcohol stove goes down there. I take my cook set, whether it's a Stanley or something else, that will sit on top of that after I've lit it. And if there's any wind at all, I need to put the heat screen around it, not the heat screen, the wind screen around it to keep the wind from blowing on it. If you don't, the wind blows all your heat away and your water takes forever to boil. That's no fun when you're looking for some coffee in the morning from the hammock. So how long does it take to warm up 2.5 cups of water in this Stanley cook set? And you ask, why 2.5 cups of water? Well, that's because it says right here it's 20 ounces. Let's pretend we need to cook something that's 20 ounces. Since I'm inside the house tonight, I simply measured out 20 ounces of water and I'm going to fill it up. All right, so how does an alcohol stove work? Most of you probably already know this. You simply take your heat source, like this, and you fill it up. And in this case, I'm putting all of it in. It's just over an ounce. Cook set's going on top, and then I'm gonna light right down here. Now, it might be kind of hard to see because alcohol stoves don't burn remarkably bright. They burn pretty dark. Now, sometimes the windscreen gets a little too bent inside there, so we're gonna make sure that it's open enough and then set this on here like so. Now that's going like crazy. I'm gonna throw this on here and then I'm gonna check the time. It is 6:26 p.m. right now. Let's see how long it takes to boil. Still 6:26 p.m. I know what you're thinking. Why did I turn off all the lights, right? Well, I wanted you to be able to see the alcohol stove. It really takes almost no wind at all to make this thing less efficient. If I just blow gently on it, check out and see what the flame does. It takes nothing to get that flame to be disrupted, but when it's not disrupted, it forms a really nice cup around the bottom of that stove and starts to heat things up real nicely. It's way more pleasurable to watch these work in low light situations than in bright daylight. Sometimes you light them and you look down and you're like, I don't even think that's going, and you stick your hand close and go, oh no, it's definitely going. So just be careful with alcohol that you don't keep your flammable liquids right next to the flame, because that's just crazy, especially when you're in your house and you don't have a fire extinguisher nearby. So that's what the flame looks like when it's burning perfectly, or when your heat shield is around it. All right, one of my favorite things about alcohol stoves is how quiet they are. They aren't as fast as pressured cook sets, but they're silent. So you can sit and listen to your food cook. You can listen to your water boil. And there's something about being in nature where you don't have to hear the of your cook set. You can just sit here, wait patiently, because you have got nothing else to do. I mean, you're camping, for crying out loud. Just take it easy. It's been 5 minutes, and I can start to hear the water starting to pre-boil inside of the whatchamawhat's here. All right, it has been 7 minutes, and I don't know if you can hear that or not, but I can hear my water starting to boil. I'm gonna get the lights turned back on so you can see the steam coming out of the top. 8 minutes now. 8 minutes now, it's not quite boiling. This is probably hot enough for us to be able to make some Medaglia d'Oro instant espresso or hot cocoa or whatever we might want to make. However, when you're cooking a camp meal, so often it'll say bring the water to a boil, and there's a reason for that. Like, you don't want to cut the steps short because it might not reconstitute as well. I don't know if you can see that or not, but now it has a rolling boil, and we are about 8 minutes and 30 seconds in. The thing about an alcohol stove is there is no on-off switch. Like, you burn until you're out of alcohol. So this thing will continue to boil for some time yet. Oh, what are we at now? We are at 10 minutes or 9.5 minutes, and that 1 ounce of alcohol is just starting to run out. It's starting to flicker and puff, and that means that the alcohol has pretty much run its course. So, at least with this stove, about 10 minutes is your max cook time. You want to make sure that whatever you're heating up, you can heat up in that amount of time. So, thanks for watching, and as always, like, comment, subscribe if you like what I'm saying. Please leave a message down in the compliment area. I'm pretty sure that's just for compliments, no negative comments, just compliments, things like that. Please no more weird questions about my beard, like, it's part of my body. Let's not make it awkward.
Alcohol stove that a friend of mine built with me. A friend of mine and I, we built it together. I don't get why doesn't anyone believe me that I built this with a friend? Like, I totally did. I mean, I said to him, we should build these alcohol stoves, and he's like, alright, come on over, let's do it. And then he showed me how to do it. At the bottom, we've got the stainless steel lid with a plastic detent tab that keeps you from burning your little finger digits, which is really nice, because, you know, there's nothing worse than being on a camping trip, and then you burn your fingers, and I don't know if you've burnt your fingers before, but burns don't go away overnight. I mean, they hurt for the rest of the camping season. Not the whole season, necessarily, but the whole rest of the camping trip. It vents the steam straight up, which you gotta be careful you don't stick your fingers above that, or you could get a steam burn, but, look, that's survival of the fittest. And if you burn your fingers a couple of times, it's probably important that you learn how not to be a moron. I don't mean to be such a jerk, but I can't stop being bad at this. So that I am gonna use my windscreen. Oh, hold on. And that's how we burnt the house down.